artful friends, welcome. It's Ruth here at Artful Stampin, and great to see a few of you in the live already. Thank you for joining me. Thank you also if you're watching on the replay. Always worth a look just to see what I've been up to. All right, so today I had my class, my in-person class. I'm still trying to get this lighting right. Still not quite right, but anyway. And so I'm going to be revisiting, so if you came to my class today, we're going to be revisiting one of the fancy folds that I did, but then kind of like mixing it up and just doing it maybe a couple of different ways just to see how much fun we can get out of it. So thank you everybody. What was the other thing I was going to say? Sorry I didn't come live last night. Yeah, it was Bank Holiday Monday. Cheap night cinema trip. You know, we have a local town that it's half price on a Monday. And Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was out. Yay! You know, fun family film to be enjoyed by, you know, the whole family. So we went off on a little cinema jaunt with some friends and laughed and cried, and it was good fun. So if any of you are kind of Marvel fans and Guardian of the Galaxy fans, then I'm sure you will enjoy it if you haven't seen it yet. So hello everybody coming in on the live. Hello Angela, Glenna, Jude, Sheila, Patricia, Melissa, Marie, Paula, Margot. Hello Margot. Hi Janice, hi Glenna, Carrie, Midge. Who else? Valerie, Vicky. Thank you Vicky for doing all the admin-y stuff. Thank you so much. So if there's stuff you want to know about me, if there's, you know, want to know how to contact me, how to order from me, then my lovely assistants occasionally in the live chat will pop the links in there. So, you know, if you have a question, ask away. There's quite a few of you already in here. Someone's bound to have the answer. And if they don't have the answer, there's always Google. So there we go. Right. Oh, I better get the camera up and going, because it's not going yet. There we go. Right. Hello, Linda Winkler. Hello. Are you new to my channel? Lovely to see you. Let's get. Why isn't my camera working yet? I'm just reading Patricia's message about cinema trips. Wonderful. Good. Yeah, and did anyone like us, or does anyone like us sneak our own snacks in? So my husband, what he does is he goes to the supermarket and he buys a bag of popcorn, bag of sweets, bag of chocolates, bag of or get some cookies, and then he gets little plastic bags and he like dishes them out. So then you're sitting in the cinema, so someone's the designated sneaky in person, you know, with a rucksack, and then when we get in, once we've got our seats, we're like, right, get the food out. So out come the snacks, you know, and you know, it's great dipping into our bag with the popcorn, and you don't know what you're going to get. And then so Tom yesterday bought those funny gummy teeth things. They were great. And then you get a little bit of chocolate cookie and a little bit of something else. It's great fun. Hi Shaz. Hi Louise. Oh, Louise, he's still not well. Oh, sweetheart. So sorry to hear that. Who else? Who else just popped in? Hi Karen. Exactly, Margot. They're very expensive. Hi Shaz is having a sleepover. Awesome. All right, so let's just have a look at my desk. Oh. Hold on, let me just check my, yeah, there we go. Okay, I was just checking my my sound is happening. There we go. All right, so this was a sheet that I stamped a little while back. To be honest, it's a bit tricky for me to find some stamped sheets that have got just mainly current product in. I may have put in quite a large order today. So because for me today is like payday, because I do a workshop and I get paid for doing a workshop, and I also had some orders to put in for some customers. So today was like, you know, payday. So I've placed quite a large order and ordered quite a few new stamp sets to be able to play with you guys. But in the meantime, this one was done a while back using Sending Smiles. I think it's actually only using Sending Smiles. I've got a feeling it is actually. And so I've not actually, as you can see, I've not made anything with it. So I wanted to show you this fancy fold. I know it's been around a little while, but it's quite a fun one to do, especially as it folds so flat. And then it kind of is quite impressive when it kind of unfolds. Okay. Now, what I learnt about this is it's really important to kind of know your technique for sticking it all together, because it looks complicated to stick together, but if you flatten all the angles, it's actually really easy. So there we go. Right, so I'm going to show you how to make this, and I'm going to attempt to do the centimetres and the inches, because I know how you guys roll. So I'm getting a sheet of Starry Sky. Now, was this, I wonder if this was stamped when I had the ink pad catastrophe. If anyone remembers that incident, was when I re-inked Orchid Oasis with Starry Sky. That was, there we go, that was interesting. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this piece of cardstock in half, so that, because you guys have 4.5 by, is it, no, hold on, 8.5 by 11. So you usually have 8.25, but, Alright, I'm going to cut this at, sorry, I'm just thinking for what I'm going to cut this at. Okay, I'm going to cut this at 4.5, sorry, start again. I'm going to cut this at 10.5, and then I'm going to cut this at 4 inches just to make it a bit easier for you guys who have different measurements. All right, so if you're using metric and using A4 cardstock, what you then do is score at 15 centimeters, then 18, and this is the bit that I just need to check because I can't quite remember. I just need to measure that a second. Plus 5. So 18 plus 5 is 23. Plus another 3, so that's 26. And then that is it. All right, so that's your base. Okay, so that forms that section there. All right. Then you need to get yourself another piece of cardstock. I'll just see if I've got any suitable scrappy bits. I don't, so I'm just going to get... Actually, I'm wondering if it would be better if I do... Because your... Hold on, let me just... My brain's just gone a bit weird. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do all the metrics to start off with, because I can then cut another piece of paper to 4.25, because that is technically better for you guys in the States, isn't it? Right, let me do this though. 10.5 plus 3, that's 13.5, 14, 15. All right, so I just need to cut this at 7 centimeters. Then I'm going to score at 10.5. Then 13.5. And I'm actually going to cut this at 14 point something something. I mean, you could do it at 14.5 actually, because I'd like to be able to get two from that piece of cardstock. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. Right, let's do the inches measurement now. So I know that our paper is, our A4 is a bit different to you, but I'm going to do this as if this is the US size paper. So I'm going to cut this at 4 1/4, which would be your half. And because yours finishes at 11 inches, oh, it should be okay. Let me just check what happens if I finish that there. Oh, that'd be fine. That'd be fine. Okay, so score then at 6 inches. And I'm guessing just 1 inch will be fine. 6, 1, 9, and maybe 9 1/4. Okay. Okay, score at 6, 7, 7, and then 9 1/4, then 10 1/4, and then your cardstock finishes at 11. But that's okay. That just gives you an extra little bit to me. Yeah, I've just made yours a little bit wider. That's okay. That's all right. Oh, what's happened to Heather? Oh, yes. Yes, sorry. Yes, I did know that. Sorry, Heather. Yes, I forgot that that was coming up for you. Oh, I pray that it will be a blessed time of reflection for you guys and happy memories to think back on. All right, sorry, now my brain's got to go back into measuring gear. So if I cut this at 5 1/2, I'll cut this down to 3 inches. Then score at 4 inches, and then at 5. All right, who wants me to go over those measurements again? This is what happens when I'm figuring it out as I go along. Right, are you ready? Are you ready? Right, so if this is the metric. We'll start there. Metric. So you cut lengthways 10. Oh no. Should be 10 1/2. Why is that not 10 1/2? Oh no, that's the inch. That's the inches one. That's why. Ruth. There we go. Right, this is the metric one. So then you turn your paper and score at 10 1/2. Sorry. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, hold on. I just need to take a breath. Right, let's start again. Centimetres. I'm going to bookmark this so that I can put a little a chapter in here. Add stream marker. There we go. Right, this is the metric measurements. This measures 10 1/2 that way, 10 1/2 centimetres. Score at 15 centimetres, 18, 23 and 26. Then you need a piece of cardstock that measures 7 centimetres by 14.5, and you score at 10 1/2 centimetres and 13 1/2 centimetres. Okay, so that is the metric. Right, now we're going to do the inches. Cut your cardstock to 4 inches across and then score at 6, 7, 9 1/4 and 10 1/4 inches. Then you need a piece of cardstock that measures 3 inches by 5 1/2, and you score at 4 inches and 5 inches. Okay, so that's how we have it. Right, let's have a look then at decorating. So we've got various opportunities to decorate. So let me just show you the different planes. That's a fancy word, isn't it? The different planes of, you know, where you can decorate. So we've got sort of this section here, got here, 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 here and here. All right. So it's kind of up to you what you feel, where you feel you want to kind of decorate the most, really. And I guess you'd need to also decide where you may want to pop any kind of sentiment. So I thought it would be really nice perhaps to get some of the colours that I've used here and maybe pop them through the embossing folder. So we've got some fresh freesia, and we also have, this is Parakeet Party, and I'm just having a look to see if I've got some little scraps that could be used to decorate. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it when a scrap fits. Look at that. That looks great. And then let's have a look at some fresh freesia. Got some scrap bits of that. Yeah, plenty of those. Right. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. Oh, maybe even got a perfect piece to go across. Right, let's just check. So this is the centimetres one I'm working on currently. So what you then need to do is look at all the different surfaces and decide how much of a border you're going to kind of give it, and kind of go from there, really. So, hi Tisha. Yes, it should fit in a C6. Yeah. This is the centimetres one. And look, there we go. Perfect. Good question. Hi Annika, lovely to see you. So I'm going to cut this down to 10 centimetres by, should be 6.5 already. Oh, I love it. Love it. Okay, so that will fit onto the front there, no problem. And then I just so happen to have, look, a little panel here, so that's great. So cut that down to 6.5 by 2.5. Give that a little bit of a nice bit of decorating on the sides. And I fancy running through these through the embossing folder to make them a little bit more interesting. And then we've got the panels here to decorate. So, oh no, that's off. That was a bookmark that Tom made, my husband. There we go. Right, is that 6.5? Oh, it's just a little bit too. Is that 6.5? Let's see if I've got any other little pieces in here that I can use. Oh, it's just under 6.5, that one, but you know what? I'm just going to go with it. Oh no, what am I saying? I don't need to cut 6.5. It's this size here, 10. So I'm going to cut that down to 2.5 centimetres. Flick that over. Just going to talk to myself, guys, while I'm doing this. How is everybody anyway? Apart from Miss Louise, who's waiting for a call from the nurse. That's not good. Hope they're keeping an eye on you, Lou. Hi, Georgiana. Hi, Joanna. You're ordering my stamp set for the event tonight. What event? Oh, the thingy. Yes, the, oh, what's it called? Oh, God, what's it called now? Right, there we go. Got 2 elements there. So now we're going to cut into this. So I'm going to cut 10 centimetres here. And then, I think it would be nice to stick that section on there, although really it should be that way round, I think. Anyway, we'll cut 4.5. There we go, that looks cute. And then we need a little bit, oh no, I've already cut a purple piece for this, haven't I? Ah, no, I remember. We need a section for here. Okay, so we should need a panel 10 by 10. I mean, I could have it going down in that direction. Then that would kind of make sense that the pattern would then carry on. I quite like that. Right, let's start gluing. Let's see how it all fits together. And I really want to show you some tips for how to assemble this, because it's one of those sort of fancy folds that it could be really tricky, but actually if you know what you're doing, it's actually really easy. Oh, Louise, bless you. Oh, infections are not nice. Stay off the sugar. I know it sounds all, it's not nice to do, but infections I love those sweeties. I'll drink lots of water. Right, I've just remembered I want to emboss some of these panels, so I'm going to just pop these over here to remind me. Where's my embossing folder gone? Oh, where's it gone? Where's it gone? There it is. Okay, this is the new one, the cottage rose one. It's so pretty. Right. Okay. Oh, Margot, you're still healing as well. Oh, sweetheart. Takes time. Where's the infection, Louise? Is it in where they operated? Oh, and antibiotics are not nice as well. Oh. Okay, so I'll place that in the middle. Get these either side? No, I'm not even going to try it. I'm going to just put these. That one there, I think. That one there. And then I'll just have to do it twice. Oh, I might. Oh, shall I put some ink on this? It's like I can't run anything through an embossing folder without putting ink. Fresh freezer. Right, is that the side I want to emboss? To do? Yes, okay. So I'm putting ink on the side that has got the logo. Oh, from the stents. Oh, yeah. Those things are prone to infection, aren't they? Oh, hold on. If I put too many in here. I don't need that plate, do I? No, I don't. I was putting too many plates in. There we go, isn't that lovely? Oh gosh, that's unfortunate, Inika. Being allergic to the stents. Hi, John. All right, so I'm going to add these sections to the sides. So I've got this one here. I'll pop that there. And then got this one here. How did I get glue on me? Okay. All right. Right, so I'm going to give you a tip about how to stick this together now. Hi, Navarana. Why don't you get lines when you apply the ink pad to the folder? I always do. Oh, I don't know. I just keep going until I can't see any lines. I just keep going. Yeah. Okay, so the trick to gluing in this is you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 score lines across here. So what you need to do is count 2 from the centre and fold over. Then apply glue just to this section here. Okay. Then fold the whole section over, like so. And push. They do, don't they, Tashana? Yeah. And then, hey presto, you just ease that back, and that is an exact rectangle. Okay. So you don't have to sort of try and guess it. You just fold it over and it's done. All right, let's stick this on now. And this one. All right, and we've got a similar sort of technique really. So I find it easier to, because that's on that side. I've folded back the piece here. I've already, burnished it with my fingers, basically. So, and then I'm going to put glue down here, and then glue just on this section here. Okay, then flip it over with it still folded, and then figure out where you want it to go. Then place it on. Give that a really good push down. Oh, see you look okay. Hi Janice. Hi Linda. Oh, thank you Vicky for sharing the host code. Yeah, so the host code, please use that if you're ordering under £150 worth of product. And then there we go. See how that works? All the angles are perfect. Okay. Right, we'll come back and decorate that one in a second. I just want to do the inches one now. So, just see if I've got, oh no, I was going to use that whole other panel. Ooh, you tell my door's been open, all the bugs are flying in now. All right, so because this measures 4 1/4, I'm going to cut this down to 4 inches. And then also, oh, sorry. So I'm going to cut this at 3/4 of an inch. So this can go on the side like so. Just check what that's going to be. Done. I'll give myself 2.5 inches though. Cut this at 2 inches. Quarter, 3/4 of an inch. And then I think, let me just double check how this would work. Let me just do some quick math. So that's 6 inches. So 6 inches minus, what is that? 6 minus 4 1/4. So it goes to about there. Okay, so that only needs to be cut at 3.5. So it's a slightly different ratio. I hope I've done that right. Yeah, I think so. All right, let's see if that works. The moment of truth. Which of your one shoot wonders are you using, and when did you do it? Ooh, good question. I think I've done it in the last 3 or so months. I will try and find it. But I do remember it using the Sending Smile stamp set, so I could probably find it if I do a little bit of a search for that. And I try to just use that on its own without any other stamp sets, because you know how I'm prone to use quite a few. Sometimes I try and challenge myself just to use one. So. Moment of truth. Yes. Hi Jodie. Yeah, I used Fresh Freesia, Parakeet Party. It's weird to think that these colours are now in their second year of being an in colour. I just really like them. So, right, So that one then's going to go on there. So as I said to my ladies this afternoon, when you're sticking this panel, it's best to eyeball this section here for the margins, because it doesn't really matter so much about that section. This is the bit to get right, because if this is right, the rest of it will fall into place. All right, so do you remember the technique? We fold over at the second crease. Oh, let's just make sure that's burnished. Right, so 1, 2, fold, then glue, then fold the whole thing over and push down. Oh, thank you, Glenna. Thank you. 2 daisy stamps. No, this is sending smiles. It's not the daisy stamp. Yeah. So I'm just trying to find a bone folder. This past year went by pretty fast. Yeah, yeah, for sure. All right, so that bit's going to go on there. I really fancy using some of this parakeet. So I think this measured 3 inches, didn't it? Right, so let's go to 2 3/4. Cut that down to 3/4. There we go. And don't know whether just to use up some of this, you know, this section here, because I've got it. So, I may as well. So let's get that down to 2 3/4. I can't remember what I cut this at now. 4. Oh right, there we go. And do that at 3 3/4. So this is an example of how, when you allow there to be quite a bit of white space on your Stamp One Sheet Wonder, it means you've got that little bit of variation in a design like this, where, you know, I've used the whole sheet, but yet you've got the variety of looks on there, and it works. So to decorate my original one, I used the Petal Park flowers and stamps. Sorry, stamps and punch to decorate, which was quite nice. There we go. Right, so push that down flat. Add some glue. Just make sure that's burnished. Add some glue to this section here. Add some glue to that section there. All right. Keep that nice and flat. Flip that over. Then stick that down like so. And then give that a good kind of burnish. Take care, Karen. Lovely to see you. Okay, it's worth taking the time to make sure it's glued down properly, and then, because, you know, the glue's got to stick. And there you have it. Nice little flash of green there on the side. I mean, if you wanted to put a green there, you could have, but I just thought let's show off that paper. All right, decoration time. So we have, so if I can cut out a couple of these. Or 3. I'm thinking just to have a little bit of a something pretty in that corner. It doesn't need to be too complicated, I don't think. Now, I happen to have that butterfly die out earlier. Oh, where have you gone? You were here a minute ago. Sorry, I'm just going to find them. Oh, where's it gone? I had them out earlier. This is what happens when you tidy up, you see. You can't find stuff. Where have you gone? Alright, do I have to choose something else? Alright, I'm going to choose something else. I haven't used these for a little while. These are the Around the Bend dies. They're so pretty. And they've got some really lovely little floral elements in them that we can use. And got plenty of little scrap pieces. Got that lovely flower, which apparently has never been used. Some little flowers. Would you put a white piece on the back for writing on? Yes, I would. If the card base is quite dark, Cheryl, yeah, for sure. Or just use a white pen. I've still got the Stampin' Up! White chalk pen from the other year. And yeah, it's quite nice. Just going to cut something out of this for the other card that I'm doing. I was thinking it would be nice to have something. I might just cut something out and see. See if it'll go. Now, am I going to fit it on here? That's the question. Oh, yeah. That's handy. I have those, but I've never seen anyone use them. Okay. I've seen a few examples with it. It's a really lovely set. I think Jay from Mitosu Crafts has used it. He's on the artisan design team, and he made some really lovely cards with it. Don't know what we're going to use it for, but I just like it, so I'm just cutting it out. And there's some beautiful leaves. Have you seen these? So nice. May as well cut them all out. It's a great way to use your scraps to cut out some of these little leaf or flowers or whatever. You made an engagement. Oh, I think I saw it, Monica. It was really lovely. Yeah. Hi, Carla. Oh, look at these. They emboss them as well. Look at that. Right, I'm just going to cut a few more out of these and then we'll get sticking. Oh, really, Cheryl? That's a good idea. I bought some of the white gel pens, but I got a very specific brand because I've heard that they were very good. The Sakura brand. Let's see if I can find them. I had them in the drawer. Oh, here they are. Jelly roll. These ones. These are really good quality. Right, ready for a little bit of decorating then. So I think I just wanted something in this corner. I might just use a couple of those as well. Oh, that's nice. Another little leaf there. Kind of just mimics what's happening there. And where's my dimensionals? Right, I'm going to see if I can stick this using just dimensionals. Okay. So going to move that all off to the side for a second. And because we've got that quite a large clump there that's going to be hidden, I'm going to see if this is going to work. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 dimensionals that are quite close together. Then take that little sprig like so. There we go. Oh, this one feels like it needs a little bit of ink on it. Just going to grab a little bit of Granny Apple Green. It's a nice, it's a little bit darker than Parakeet. You've got the uni ball, Signo white. Oh, okay. Are they good? Okay, I'm just going to give these a little bit of a tweak. Put that there. And put that little leaf there. Now, by adding these dimensionals, this probably would, sorry, I'll rephrase that. It might make it a little bit thick to post, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just adding an extra bit of glue there just to make sure it all sticks nicely. Let's tweak some of these petals up a bit. But there we go. All those dimensionals are hidden under there. So, good afternoon, Miss Cindy. Right, I've got some nice sure I had some pearls that were slightly purpley. Oh, I do have some left. Go for those. Just going to go for 3 of those. Oh, now that's flopping a little bit. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of glue to that because we can't have that because that's likely to get caught on something. There we go. You've tried them, but they dry up too quickly. Oh, okay. Oh, I haven't found that. Although I haven't used them for a while. Maybe I should check. Ooh, this will be a test, won't it? Oh no, that one's okay. Oh, okay. Phew. I can't remember when I got these. I've had them a few months. Do you think it's to do with like the temperature? No, they aren't the cheapest, but the white ones don't last. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, right, let's pop a little bit of green on this one. Oh no. I could just use the leaves off this. Decorate the back. I don't feel I actually need it. While it was there, and I thought, oh, I'll cut it out. I don't really need it. You're an embellishment hoarder. Yeah, me too. I've got loads. But I do use them. I've got better at using them rather than just stashing them away. Oh, I forgot I had these little ones. I'll just get a bit of Highland heather. I used 3 in 1 year for all my Christmas cards and had to buy new ones. Oh. I'm sorry you guys have had such a bad experience with them. I wonder if the trick is just to buy one and then use it until it's gone. Depends where you live, atmosphere and altitude. Yeah, I was wondering that. Oh, I've just inked that with green. Green flower, anybody? Yeah, I was going to say your weather's... Yeah, I was thinking when Cheryl mentioned that hers dried out, I thought, oh, well, that's because she's in America. But then, Cheryl, you're not in a particularly hot place, are you? I don't think. Yeah. Very strange. Right. Oh, I've just dropped the flowers on the floor. Well done, Ruth. Okay. Let's do some leafage. Just giving these a little bit of a curl, and also by curling them a little bit or shaping them, it helps those little ones to pop out the middle. I don't quite know why they designed these with little holes in. It actually makes it a little bit tricky to glue. And I've dropped a flower. Oh, there it is. That's not showing up, is it? Let's make that a bit darker. That's better. Let's pretend it's not fresh freesia at all. There we go. Yeah, these, when they do that with little holes in, it's like, well, how am I supposed to glue that? Can someone have a word with Stampin' Up? Take care, Jodie. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Tashana. I'm nearly finished anyway, to be honest, guys. I'm just doing this final little bits now. Buzz you later. These leaves are very, very pretty. Actually, I managed to order this afternoon a couple of stamp and die sets. And do you remember this one that's the sweet with the sort of paper that looks like it's pottery? The die set for that has a very pretty flower. And it also has that sort of, is it like a faux notebook effect? It's quite cool. See, I'm wondering now, I want to use some of these leaves. I want a thicker leaf. Just gonna cut that off like that. So I can tuck it in. Cut that off too. Don't be afraid of cutting up your die cuts if they're not working how you want them to work. Okay. Just gonna cut that off. Right, little flowers. I know this glue is going to spurt out, but there we go. We're just going to have to go with it. And then what we'll do is we'll, you know, it's an embellishment opportunity, isn't it? We all love an embellishment opportunity. Hi, Lisa. Lisa, fancy fold. I think I can actually manage. Oh, bless you. Well, I try to break it down for you to make it a bit easier. But yeah, no, I appreciate some of them are a little bit tricky. Trying to find the best. Oh, those are quite nice, aren't they? Nice and big. Cover up the glue. Do you think it's, Inika, do you think it's just the sort of the quality then, or the manufacturing of them then that causes the issue? You know how I love a pearl in a sequin. That will help you use your embellishments, ladies. Just use loads. See? Cute. Do I put sentiments on my cards? Not always. No, sometimes I just like them as they are. I tend to be a bit of a writer in cards. I'm not a kind of dear so and so, happy birthday, love, Ruth. I can't do that. I have to put a little bit more. So I find that I express my sentiments, as in, you know, my sentiment, through what I write. So I don't tend to make use of a stamped one because then I have to write round it. I'm terrible for, like, I'll start writing and then if the sentiment is stamped already, it's like it's in my way. I just need to be able to write. Those look like two eyes now, and now I've seen it, I can't unsee it. Right, let's stick you down here. Or there. Maybe it was a good thing that they had those little holes in. It didn't stick so well. Oh, it did stick well. It's a bit sticky now. Right. Just get my little embossing buddy on it. Okay. Oh, there's a spare one. Just tuck you under there. Tuck you under there. Who's seen Bridgerton? Just asking, you know, just wondering. The story of Queen Charlotte. I still have to skip moments in Bridgerton. I find it a little bit too adult in places for my sensibilities. But I really do quite like the storyline. I'm actually really quite fascinated by the story of King George III. So it's very interesting to sort of look at it. I mean, yes, it's fiction. I get it. I know it's not all real. I do. But King George III was real, and his Queen Charlotte was real. Right, there we go. Typo for tip number 2 at the back. What's that? Sorry, I forgot who passed that tip. Number 2 is mine. For tiny dies or narrow long ones, use bits of tear and tape at the back. You can also use them to instead of our sticky sheets. Oh. I make a lot of cards and wait till I need to know what kind of sentiment I need. Yep, good idea. Now, is Miss Sheila still on here? Sheila Beaumar. What she does is she will spend time stamping and cutting out sentiments and has a box full of pre-cut sentiments. So that's it, Queen Charlotte, yeah. Yep. Yes, Valerie. Sorry, we're talking about, Valerie and I are still talking about Bridgerton. Yes, that's the bit that really impressed me when that, I don't want to give spoilers away, but their relationship clearly wasn't easy because he wasn't a well man, and looking back in his, you know, if he'd lived now, he would have had such a different life because he would have had sort of more up-to-date medical treatment for what he went through. But yet the history shows us that she was very dedicated to him because, you know, they had umpteen children and she stayed with him in spite of his illness. And yeah. Right. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Delinda. Sheila's not a written wordie, no. So she stamps them out and has them all ready to go. Yeah. Right, so just a quick recap then. So this was stamped using a stamped one sheet wonder that Glenna did put in the chat, which I will go and grab and pop in the, where did she put it? I'll pop it in the description. Oh, found it. Thanks, Glenna. Oh, can I? Oh, I've got the link. Great. Oh, it says this video isn't available anymore. That's a bit weird. Hold on, I'll just go back up. Where did she put it? Oh, there it is. Oh, why did it say this video is not available anymore? That's a bit weird. Oh, did I post it? Hold on. Why is it saying it's... How did you find it, Glenna? Or could you direct message... Glenna, please could you direct message me the link? Because I can't seem to get it to open. That's really strange. Sending... Let me just do a quick search for it. Sending smiles. Ah, got it. Back in November. Oh my goodness, that's quite a while ago. Right, I've grabbed it. Thanks, Glenna. I'll pop it in the description for everybody. Right, so if you want the measurements, you need to go back to the beginning sort of bits of the video, and they're all there. So I've done it in centimetres and in inches. Now, there is a slight difference between them, just a slight difference. The but you can play with the measurements a little bit, to be honest. There's no kind of hard and fast way of doing it. You can do it that this section could be even thicker, but it just means that you run out of, you've got to be careful not to run out of cardstock, really. So if the thicker you make this section, then this becomes thinner. So this could be really quite boxy if you wanted it to be. You could make this into a more of a square shape than a rectangle. But yeah, no, super fun, and yeah, quite easy once you know how, really. It's one of those folds that I think a friend gave it to me a while back, a card with it on a while back, and I was like, whoa, how'd you do that? But it's easy when you know how. Yeah, easy when you know how. There we go. Yes, Mitosu Cross trace their dies as soon as they're really it's so smart, really. As soon as they get their die sets, they draw around it all to know how to put it all back together. Me, they just end up in a heap until my friend Wendy gets hold of them, and then she gives me a magnet sheet. Yes. Right, what else do I need to say to you? Yes, so yeah, how I stamped that is in there. The colour that I used is Starry Sky, with a little peek of the parakeet party there. And on this one we've got Fresh Freesia, and used that lovely new cottage, I think it's called Cottage Rose or Cottage something, embossing folder, and that's the one I used on this one. And this is using that gorgeous new paper from the new catalogue. So pretty. It's so beautifully designed. It's very, very detailed. Very detailed. Some really lovely elements to it. Right, don't forget to help Ruth's channel algorithm. Thank you, Inika. It does. A thumbs up do make a difference, and commenting afterwards as well does make a difference. And of course, sharing it with your friends. So thank you everybody for watching. Happy Tuesday, or happy whatever day it is of the week you're watching this. And I'll see you guys again very, very soon. It's lovely to hang out with you. I missed you yesterday. But, you know, Drax called, you know, had to go watch Drax. And Rocket. And Quill. And all the rest of the team. So, right, take care everyone. Bye.